Top TV, Truth of the People.
Well, a very good evening wherever you are, my dear viewer. This is Top TV and you're watching Hasa za Siasa, a program where we take you through the political arena, matters, governance and leadership, and we get to know the blueprint that our leaders and potential leaders do have with regards to the population and the voters and the general citizenry of our great country, Kenya. Well, today on our set, we are privileged to have Mheshimiwa Paul Kibathi, who also doubles up as an aspiring member of parliament for Kajiado North constituency. Welcome on set, Bwana Kibathi.
Thank you for having me.
Well, they say first things first. From where you sit, could you kindly give us a brief introduction of who you are and when you really began politics?
Thank you.
Yes.
As you have said, my name is Paul Kibathi, aspiring member of parliament, Kajiado North.
Wow.
I am a businessman here in Kajiado North. I am also a resident. I was born and raised here in Kajiado North. And more so, I am a father and a husband.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, Mheshimiwa, from the basic information that is in public domain, Kajiado North is a constituency that has at least just over 306,000 people with regards to population as per the 2019 census. And from this group, we can boldly speak and point out from the records of IEBC that we have just above 127,000 registered voters. Now, from your inspiration, from what drives you into joining matters, leadership and governance, how do you plan in your blueprint? At least you single out 2 or 3 major objectives in your blueprint that you intend to use with regards to taking good care of the people of Kajiado North constituency?
Yeah, thank you. Good question. Huh?
Yes.
To start with, as you are aware, I'm also aware, Kajiado North is the bedroom of Nairobi.
True.
It is a cosmopolitan because many people reside here, come from different background and different areas in our country. And that is why we have the population is very high. And to start with,
Yes.
one thing that is common, once you reside in a certain place,
Yes.
we consider you as a resident of that area.
True.
So regardless where you came from, you are a member of Kajiado North. And the major problem here in Kajiado North, number one, is the issue of education. I know, as you are aware, I'm also aware, there is CDF and bursaries in the kit of that CDF.
Yes.
And according to my research, there has been a challenge.
Yeah.
Many kids do not get those bursaries according to my research.
Okay.
Reason being, where you come from, are you a voter or are you a registered voter of our area? Those are some issues. When given that opportunity to lead the people of Kajiado North, I'll make sure bursary insurance will be very transparent, will be issued to each and every kid that reside in our area, regardless where you come from.
All right. Well, I think, Mheshimiwa, you have just touched on a very, very contentious issues. And of course, we've been having complaints here day in, day out with matters with regards to the disbursement of the bursaries. But owing to the fact that it is amongst the pillars that you really want to propel, then I think it is a good move. So my next question for you, Mheshimiwa, like absolutely from the look of things, I want to term you as that person who is at an age that that reconciles the youth and the elderly. So you either can easily relate with the youth and easily relate with the elderly people in society. And we've been having this kind of notion whereby the youth feel The elderly have really misused them, as well as the elderly feeling that these youth are just not ready to be given these opportunities with regards to matters leadership and governance. So how best, given this opportunity to be the member of Parliament Kajiado North, how best are you going to make sure that you build a bridge between the two folks?
Number one, we start by asking when did the rain start beating us?
Sure.
And to fix this, the rain started beating us when we said in 2013 tunatoka analog tunaenda digital. That is where the rain started beating us, because as a matter of fact, we lost many jobs because of that shifting from analog to digital.
Wow. Sure.
And to fix this, we have to work closely with both young and the older, because our young men are jobless right now.
That's true.
And to give you a small example, when Equity Bank was offering wings to fly, then before 2013, many students benefited because after completing Form 4, they enrolled to banks, some cashier, and those kind of jobs before they joined the college. Today, they are not.
So literally, the issue about migration from analog to digital, from a certain point of information, it really cut off that opportunity.
Kabisa.
Oh my!
And
what a reality.
And now we have to fix it because we are there.
We are there. And you're the people.
And we know,
yes,
if you want to solve the problem, first identify the problem.
Of course.
Now we have identified the problem, where the lane started beating us. Now, how are we going to fix this? And to add there, we can fix it in two ways. Number one, I go back to my first priority, education.
Yes, education, matters education.
And after education, we said we have a our area is highly populated.
Yes.
Now, there is one problem in the national government, because our resources are not shared equally. That is problem number one. For example, our area member of parliament gets allowed 139 million CDF kit. Based on his population,
yes,
you have said it's about 306 or thereabout. If you compare
over 306.
If you compare with Kajiado West, we have less than 150.
True.
You see?
True.
But the same amount, Kajiado West MP receives the same amount.
Oh my.
Is there
no
fairness?
There's no fairness.
So to fix this, to start with, I'll lobby, I'll enact the registrations that will compel the government to share our revenue equally.
So what are you saying? Yeah, the issue about each constituency getting an opportunity to be given this amount, the money to fund the bursaries, this is a matter that should cut across all. And then after giving these constituency opportunities, then now you need to single out priorities with regards to the number of the needy people. Let's say, for example, in our constituency.
Kabisa.
All right, Mheshimiwa. Yeah. So going forward, you even mentioned that Kajiado North is the bedroom of Nairobi.
Yeah.
And this actually just informs me that most parts of Kajiado North constituency is cosmopolitan.
Yeah.
And of course, within the setup of Kajiado North constituency, you do have several informal settlements. This is a fact that we cannot shy away from.
Yeah.
And within these informal settlements, we have the young people who have fallen prey to drug abuse, and this has eventually caused them to to lose direction, and there are others who are very much talented, but they never got an opportunity to explore their talents. So given an opportunity to represent these very, very good people within the constituency, how best are you going to tackle this issue?
Number one,
Yes.
I'll start by joining youth into groups so that I can be able to nurture those talents. Then, after grouping them, I register them with the government organizations. Then, in the process, I'll offer myself, from my own resources, I'll offer.
You offer?
Yeah, I'll offer to give them civic education.
Okay.
That is regarding business, horticulture, those small things that they can handle, so for them to start earning their own living.
Some startups.
Wow,
that's a really brilliant.
And this can be achieved only if they are in a group. But you cannot mentor them one individually.
It becomes a very cumbersome duty. So, well, having said than done, we are now getting into the point where matters, politics is now taking a center stage in our great country, Kenya. And we've had in very many occasions potential leaders really inclining their agenda, rather their manifesto, towards the big fish in the political arena. Does this affect you in any way?
It doesn't affect, because this time loud, we have said, we as the people of Kenya, we are not going to ride on those big horses. We are going to choose individually, without minding which political party. We want leaders that can transform this nation into the next level.
That's amazing. So maybe from what you have just said is you are aiming at you really aiming at that where the country gets to that position that we can individually and independently vote, or rather choose someone with regards to the manifesto, rather the blueprint and the policies he or she has for the people, rather than being inclined to the big fish in the arena. Well, thank you so much. So maybe Mheshimiwa Kibathi, you can use this camera and address the people of Kajiado North constituency. Give them the clarion call. Just what do they need to know about you and from you?
From me?
Yes.
Once again, my name is Paul Kibathi. I am one of those aspiring for the Member of Parliament. And as you know, this time is time for IEBC to register new voters. I therefore call upon all those who have not registered to do so at this time. As you all know, I have been there, I am there, and I'm appealing for your support. I will not fight this seat with any big party. This time loud, I am using party code PPK. Usawa, sauti ya mwananchi.
PPK.
Thank you.
PPK, sauti ya mwananchi. Well, that is Mheshimiwa Paul Kibathi, but he likes to be referred to as Kibathi.
Kibathi.
Kibathi?
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for helping me also learn the accent. Well, that has been our time on Hasa za Siasa. It never gets any better than just getting to know and understanding our leaders and potential leaders with regards to mothers' governance and leadership. I have been your host, Daniel Sirengo. Keep watching Top TV, the truth of the people. And the conversation continues on our social media handles. Don't touch that dial.